Good day fellas, so today we're looking at EZ8, electrical scooter from company iEZWay. This scooter has been sent to me for a review, so I didn't buy it with my own money. But I'm not getting any commissions for the sales of the scooter, and I'm also not getting paid for doing these reviews. And I also warn the companies that I will always provide my honest opinion, what do I think about their product. The key features of the scooter is we have 8.5-inch tires, inflatable tire at the front and solid tire at the rear, together with a motor of 350 watts. 350 watts, it's a decent size and decent power motor, and it's really sufficient to keep the maximum speed and maintain it despite if you go slightly uphill, upwind, or if you go just downwind, you will always be riding at a maximum 20 kilometers per hour speed. Yep, so it's 21 kilometers per hour that it goes right now. And it feels like the motor could go faster, but it's probably limited by the controller.
I have actually reached out to the seller and asked if there is a way to unlimit the speed, and they said that the only way that they know right now is actually replacement of the controller. So yes, it is limited by electronic speed controller.
And this was probably my first and biggest disappointment with this scooter. Especially that the scooter is so solid.
And what do I mean by that? I mean the build quality of the scooter is fantastic. It's actually one of the best built scooters I have tried yet. Everything was perfect straight out of the box, the brakes were adjusted, you can block the rear wheel and skid if you need to, all the components seem of a high quality, even the battery and controller is mounted with metal bracket, you can find paint everywhere where it needs to be. It's actually built waterproof with this bottom plate with a special surface that won't allow the water to reach a battery compartment. And both me and my wife, just after first moment of stepping on the scooter, we can confirm that this is one of the most pleasant rides of these simple city electrical scooters we have tried yet.
The 20 kilometers per hour maximum speed is a really big disappointment personally for me. I would love the scooter to drive faster, but at the same time I am really calm riding it because I'm adhering to legal speed limits for electrical scooters. Now, why is such a big disappointment? Simply because the scooter is so well built. Taking it out of the box, you can see everything is welded nicely, everything is painted nicely, there are no loose bolts, screws, anything. Everything is in place where it should be. The brakes are fantastic, I can block the rear wheel without any issues riding on asphalt or gravel or any other kind of road. There is no front brake, and I don't think it's needed on this scooter, to be honest. With a speed of 20 kilometers per hour, I can stop really fast. Just take a look at this. Here we go. Talking about the brakes, there is also high quality brake handle, which is connected both to the mechanical disc brake at the back and also electrical brake at the motor at the back. If you don't want to use mechanical brake for whatever reason, then you can use the left thumb brake, which will only result in electrical braking. One more feature I would like to mention, this is this bell, which is installed in such a comfortable place, and the handle feels solid and nice, and the sound that it produces will make the pedestrians pay attention that you are coming. This scooter is heavier than the other ones, comparing to Xiaomi M365, Kugu Kirin S1, Kugu S1. And I'm telling this now even before I actually weighted it. Just by the feeling when I lift it up, this scooter is pretty heavy. And while big weight is something that it's not cool when you need to carry your scooter around, but if you're not carrying your scooter that much, it actually gives a really pleasant ride. The deck is pretty low to the ground, as you can see right here, and the deck is also pretty wide. Both me and my wife, when we just tried the scooter for the first time, immediately after the first meters, it feels very solid, very comfortable. I trust the tires with the grip. Everything about the ride quality is fantastic, even including the front shock absorber. This is the cheap, simple shock absorber, which you might know I'm not a big fan of, but this one actually at least is not creating extra sounds, extra noises. When I bottom it out, it doesn't make this metal on metal sound. So I just assume there is some rubber bumper installed with the shock. In a way as it should be, in my opinion. So ride quality is fantastic. If you want the stable, steady, not too fast scooter for your city cruises, this might be a really good choice for you. There are 3 speed modes. Right now I'm riding on an eco mode, which is 6 kilometers per hour, and you can see I'm not flying really fast. I don't know who would be using this mode and for what purposes, but it exists. The next mode is D or drive, which will result your scooter in going 15 kilometers per hour, which might be a nice speed if you're having a conversation with someone, if you're not in a rush, if you're just chilling out and want to ride along. And the last mode is S or sports mode, which will make your scooter drive 20 kilometers per hour. And the only other complaint than the maximum speed that I have about the scooter is the cruise control. There is no way I can turn on the cruise control. I tried to reach out to the seller. They told me that cruise control is here, but I can't find how to turn it on, and I couldn't get any reply of how to do that. If you guys know how to turn on the cruise control on EZ8, then please let me know in the comments below. I would really appreciate that. A part of me complaining again about the 20 kilometers per hour max speed, I have to mention that the scooter reaches the 20 kilometers per hour really fast.
Or at least this is how I felt about when riding it. In order to test acceleration, we designed a little drag race in between different scooters. And for that we of course needed a start line and a little bit further away a finish line. 3, 2, 1, go! The first scooter that took part in this competition was the classic M365 with custom firmware and 10-inch tires. Which reached the finish line in 13 seconds. The next one was Kugu S1, which also reached the finish line in 13 seconds, and Kugu Kirin S1 as well reached the finish line in 13 seconds. So the last was our new EZ8, which reached the finish line in 15 seconds. So it might be not the fastest scooter of these 4, but it's actually the most comfortable of them all and probably has the best build quality, at least in our opinion. One more key difference from other scooters is that the deck is covered with the grip tape and not the rubber surface like on the other scooters. Grip tape provides fantastic grip. There is a reason why skateboarders use grip tape on their decks, but it also will wear off, especially with wet shoes. Fortunately, you can buy grip tapes at the skate shop, and I hope that iEZWay will also be selling some. You can probably get some colored one and customize your scooter in that way, but it's something definitely to have in mind.
Two other things that I like about the scooter is the kickstand. It's put in front of the scooter where the mast center is, so it's really stable. It's not that easy to make the scooter fall. I like how it's installed. And at the same time, the folding mechanism, it looks really simple. You just press the button, you open the latch, and the handlebar can go just down. There is a hook to hook it on the rear fender, so you can lift it off if you can. And to put it back, you just press on this little button here, you put the handlebar in place, and you close the latch like this. I don't know how long will this last. It looks sturdy, and if it lasts, honestly, I think this is the best folding mechanism I saw on electrical scooters yet. One more thing to have in mind, that this wider deck actually results in more space for the battery and the controller underneath. So if you're looking into like a project scooter and you would like to upgrade it, maybe change the controller from standard to something else, this actually could be a really good candidate because of the good build quality, a lot of space to install stuff, and generic components like a generic controller, meaning you can easily order another controller and swap it. There are no relationships between BMS of the battery and the controller and the dashboard like on other electrical scooters. So the downside of that is that you cannot connect to the scooter with the Bluetooth via phone and adjust settings like turn on or off cruise control, change miles per hour to kilometers per hour, or maybe adjust the electric motor braking power. So here you have it, boys and girls. The key 3 advantages of this scooter is the fantastic build quality, it's the fantastic ride, comfort and quality, and the third one is probably the simplicity of the folding mechanism. And the key 3 downsides of the scooter is the speed limited to 20 kilometers per hour, no cruise control, and no possibility to connect with the app and adjust the settings as you like it.
If you're interested in buying the scooter, you can get them from iEZWay electronic store. They actually have separate stores for Europe and one for US. You can see that in US it costs $349 and in Europe it costs 275 euros, or alternatively 239 British pounds. Now there is some conflicting information on their websites. For example, they state here that there are front and rear shock absorbers, front and rear disc brakes, which obviously, even if you look at the picture, there is no shock absorber at the back and there is no disc brake at the front. This information looks like it's correct at right here in the specification, but definitely something to watch out for. Now, if you go into the video description down below, I will add you a coupon that will save you another $15 and the coupon will be available and working for both European and the US stores.
Now, if this scooter is for you or not, that's up to you to decide. And this is it for today, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more electrical scooter, electrical bike related content, you know what to do, right? You hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions or there are some things that I forgot to mention and you would like to discuss them, drop them in the comments below. I always read and reply to my viewers' comments. Thank you all for watching. I wish you a pleasant day and see you in the next video, guys.